I'm here in Berkeley Square for Nobu Unplugged with the incredible JJ Rosa. How are you?
I am good, thank you. How are you?
Very well, and for the last half an hour I've been talking about how incredible JJ looks. How long does it take you to put all of that together? Come on now.
About 2 seconds because I was dead behind schedule.
Isn't it just really annoying when people say they threw something together?
There was a general pre-plan in the head, I'm not going to lie. There was a kind of, you know, when you wake up in the morning, you think, right, okay, I'm going to think about what I'm going to wear. And then we were doing a bit of rehearsal, so I got a bit sidetracked, looked at my clock, realised I had to take my dog out. And then I realised...
Poor dog was there, you know, waiting by the door.
I know, and then I got my dress and I noticed, as I got in the cab, that I've got a stupid mark on there as well. Look at my mark. I'm so annoyed. The thing is, it looks like paw prints.
It does look a little bit like your dog got friendly with you before you went out. Wanted some loving.
Yeah, I know. Well, she's about that big, and females.
That's okay. So you basically threw it together, but your bra is matching what you're wearing up to your foot.
I know, that was a bit of a fluke though, I'm afraid. That was a definite fluke.
The first 10 minutes of this interview has been talking about style, but you cannot help it when you look the way you do. On to music. So you went to live in Spain at 14, and how much has that shaped your sound, or has it at all, would you say?
Well, yeah, I suppose, I don't think it shaped it, but it definitely triggered me being into music, because when I was about 14, I suppose it was just a little bit after living there. I was quite into rock music back then, and I'd always been brought up listening to soul and Motown and stuff, but I'd kind of deviated into a slightly kind of more guitar heavy kind of sound, and that made me want to pick up a guitar. But I've been a bit of a tomboy my whole life, and I always kind of wanted to do things that guys could do, but do it as good. You know, just because things like football and stuff, and I used to always really enjoy it at school and be really gutted that it wasn't really a female thing, and that was it. You could do it, but it wasn't like something you could like embrace and really do well. So when I kind of found the electric guitar, I was like, oh my God, this could actually be something I could really do and properly take. And then I found Jimi Hendrix, and then I got completely...
And Jimi Hendrix, where was he hiding?
Yeah. Unfortunately not under my duvet.
I mean, tell me about your process though, because obviously you play by ear, is that right? And you don't really read as much. Does that make for like a more free approach and a more sort of organic approach to writing and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was mainly with guitar. I mean, piano was my first instrument because I picked up piano when I was 7, shoved on the piano as like no choice, one of those kind of, you know, parents wanting you to learn an instrument kind of thing. Okay. But then I took to it really, really quickly, and I did classical. I did up to grade 8 classical, so I did have to do the horrendous part, which was sit and be really strict and go through. For me, which is just not where I am. This is how I approach my exams. Was I learned the things off by heart, technical terms, those things, the pieces off by heart, and went in and did them like that on autopilot, on kind of what's the word, parrot fashion kind of thing, as opposed to reading the dots, you know, and pretending I was reading the dots. That's pretty much how I always was, which is why playing guitar is great, because learning blues and stuff is very much about knowing shapes as opposed to knowing the dots. So
what are you working on at the moment then?
We've got an EP coming out in September. We've just released a live EP actually, that's free for download on Facebook, which is nice. I don't think it's going to be free forever either, so go
now, like right now, you know. Don't worry about waiting till payday. What's it called?
It's actually live at the Deaf Institute. So we did a gig in Manchester that was filmed and recorded and the whole shebang, and it's been put up on Facebook. So if you like the Facebook page, you can get, unfortunately you got to like it.
She's so good at the plugging. This is fantastic. It's important.
It's got to be done. I know. Well, I get it really hammered into me because I'm useless usually. I'm quite forgetful at doing it. Yeah. But you know, it is good to kind of, because it's free now. It's not going to be free probably in like a couple of months. So you may as well get on it. Maybe even not. Maybe in a couple of weeks.
Maybe in a couple of days. I think just do it today. It doesn't matter. Okay. Tell me about your summer plans. What are you up to?
Hopefully enjoying some of this, which would be
if
amazing.
It lasts.
I know. I don't think it's going to last. Well, I think that if we've got a couple of days, I'm going to lie flat, and not move in the sunshine until it stops, and then I'm just going to have to lump the fact it stopped. But we've had such a rubbish summer that it's like, this feels amazing now to have some sunshine.
It has been so nice. I mean, actually, it's been nice today, but yesterday I think it was probably pissing it down. And JJ actually asked me to do a little road test and roll around and make sure it was dry enough. I wouldn't do that for anyone, but I would definitely do that for you. Thank you so much for talking to us, and enjoy your Nobu Unplugged experience.
Thank you very much. Thank you.